Well, it's Sunday, cool. And I was getting my email and I found out in Quora that folks' meat, the beef, the ground beef they buy in the stores is nice and red because they actually influence the color with carbon monoxide. Um, and I only mention this because where I live, we don't have, let's just say, I don't need to deal with shelf stableness because I can actually watch the truck that comes from the slaughterhouse directly to my butcher. And when I want ground beef, he'll ground it right then and there for me. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember the old days when they actually would grind it and they would put it in this, like, well, butcher paper, I guess is what they call it. Today it's parchment or whatever. I don't even know. Wax. It's not wax paper, but it's like this. It's got some slippery on the inside and it's paper on the outside. And of course, again, I don't have additives to my food here. I don't even buy things with PLU stickers, those little stickers that say, grown here or whatever. I go to the farmer's market essentially. It's called a fruteria. Even though I don't buy fruit, I won't touch this stuff. But when I go get vegetables or something, they all come in crates and they're shipped directly from the farms. What they do on the farms, I don't know, but obviously it hasn't impacted me, so it can't be a bad thing. So it's you got to be careful where you're getting your food, I guess, because what you put into your body is what you kind of get out of it. And on that, apparently, I was watching the Salt Lake City keto something or other. I forget actually what it's called, but Dr. Berry was there, and that's why I guess it popped up on my screen. And Dr. Berry says about 80% of all the meat that's dealt with in the United States is only four major companies, and I'll let you look those up. Why do I have you look up so much stuff? Well, if you start looking and poking around, you'll go ahead and do a little more research on your own. I remember a little story. I asked my dad what a word meant. He said, look it up in the dictionary. I said, why don't you just tell me? He said, look it up in the dictionary. So I looked it up in the dictionary, and turns out that I went back to him, and he said, I'll bet you don't even remember what you were going to look up, do you? I'm like, no, of course not. How the hell did you know that? I spent an hour in the dictionary. I guess I was going for the word, and then I saw a picture, and then it took me somewhere else, and I just spent like an hour just reading fascinating things in the dictionary and all the little captions and everything. So that's why I want you to look up your own stuff, and I had to pause to get some delicious coffee. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I don't know about what all the carnivores think of coffee, but I couldn't care less. I love coffee. And it's just part of my relaxing time, sipping on, I guess I could just get hot water, but it's not quite the same. So today, what are we going to do? Well, I'm going to make them their, what they call sour cream enchiladas, and they have not a drop of sour cream in them, which is kind of funny. They're like little flour-filled burritos with meat and mushroom, onions, a little bit of garlic. So essentially, if you got the old recipe, it was a can of condensed mushroom soup and mixed with, I forget how much of the processed cheese food, the yellow stuff in the brick, and we have a little bit of that we want to use up. My kids actually don't like it anymore. They actually they like the cheese whiz, I guess. Plus it comes in jalapeno flavors and stuff. Oh, it's definitely poison, but hey, a little bit of poison in several several pounds of food. It's not going to hurt you. And I think I'll just cook. I think I'll spatchcock a chicken. Just eat that up as much as I can. I can normally get through 2 thighs, 2 legs, 2 wings, and probably a breast. I can eat almost a whole 3-pound chicken. And of course, I'll have my 4 eggs and about 2 tablespoons of butter for the fat, protein, the good stuff. So it's going to be a chicken day for me. Make myself a little special sauce. And like I said, I did come up with a trick for my ice cream so that it's got a better consistency, even frozen. And when it comes out frozen, you just throw it in the microwave for like 20 seconds. And it'll get soft enough to spoon into your little bowl. So I put it in a ramekin, so I guess it looks like there's a lot. And it wouldn't matter. Again, bottom line out the door, I could eat an entire. One day I'll show you the size of this thing. I could eat that whole thing and remain in ketosis. Matter of fact, the butter and the whipping cream and the egg will keep me so satiated. The little bit of sugar that I do add is not consequential, not in the least. All right, so upcoming, I'm going to try to do a whole week of what I eat, a whole 7 days. I'll start Monday because we're back to work, and I'll go all the way through Sunday. So a week from today and 8, as they say in Spanish. Hoy en ocho. So anyway, we'll chat with you guys again soon. You have a good week. Happy Sunday. He is risen. We're still in the Easter season. Have a good one. Bye.